Hey guys, welcome back to part 2 of that DVD update that I started last month. First off, I want to say thank you to the ton of new subscribers I got. I think yesterday there was like a sudden flood of them, and that's really amazing, and I'm just wondering if somebody might have given me a shout out. If you did, please let me know, because I want to say thank you and return the favor. And I just haven't got a chance to get around to watching all these videos that I've missed, so if it was in one of those, I apologize for not watching it, but I don't know what happened. There's like a flood of new people on my channel, which is awesome, so I just wanted to say thank you, and thanks. It was definitely a surprise yesterday, so I thought I'd get this up today, for all the new subscribers out there. First up, one that should have been in the first part of this, I actually got it from my best friend for my birthday, and it's Doctor Who Series 7, Part 1. I always want to say season, but it's series when it comes to the British shows. But, oh my goodness, I'm so sad that Amy and Rory aren't going to be there anymore. I don't like it. I mean, when I watched the first 4 seasons, I kind of watched them super fast, so I never really got too attached to the characters that I was, like, so sad to see them go, but, having started with the 5th season, Amy was my first companion, and Matt Smith was my first Doctor, so I definitely got attached to them, and, yeah, now I know, now I know what all the, many Doctor Who fans that I'm friends with mean when, you know, how sad they were when Tennant left, and most people are Rose is their favorite companion. Not for everyone, but a lot of people I talked to when she left, so now I kind of understand that feeling. And that's kind of one of the reasons I waited so long to get into the show, because I knew people, it's changing all the time. You don't get to, you know, they're not going to be there for the whole series, and I get really attached to characters, and I hate to see them go, like, it's awful, but, Amy and Roy did get to stay for quite a while, so I was very happy about that. And they did, I really like the way the Angels Take Manhattan was done, I guess. I don't know, it could have been just a lot, I don't know, with Moffat writing, it could have been a lot worse, I guess. But there are some great episodes here, these 5 episodes, really fantastic. And I went ahead and got the first volume, just because they started including a lot of special features on here, and it's going to be a lot cheaper than buying the whole set, because I used to wait to get the whole series because they put the confidentials on there, but they're not doing those anymore, so I figured why wait, just go ahead and have them now so I can rewatch them. And just a little side note, I absolutely love this cover art. That is amazing. Definitely very nice. So, yeah, and Part 2 of Series 7 starts this month, the end of the month, I believe, so I'm looking forward to seeing where they go, and it looks like it's going to be interesting. Next up is one everybody, I'm sure, picked up, and I definitely picked it up on release day, but it is The Dark Knight Rises. Not much more can be said about this film. A lot of people have already said everything and did it very well, so I'm not going to really try to do an in-depth review, but I will say that I still think The Dark Knight is just a little bit above The Dark Knight Rises went for me, but this is second. I don't know, it was just a little slow at the beginning, and then definitely when everything started getting going towards the middle and end, then it got a lot better. I don't know, Christopher Nolan, with these movies, it always seems like it's 2 movies in one, to me anyway, but amazing film. What more can I say? I definitely had to get the steelbook so it would match the Batman Begins and Dark Knight steelbooks that I picked up from Best Buy, so definitely looks really nice on the shelf, having the whole trilogy in steelbook form. And I know there's a huge glare there, but yeah, I'm trying to keep the wrapping on it until I can get some proper sleeves. And another side note about, I'm so happy they went with this cover art. This is one of my favorites. From when they were doing all the promotional images. This is definitely one of my favorites, so glad they went with that. Alright, sorry, okay, I'm completely out of room here and I don't know where to set anything. Next up is one of my favorite buys from the past few months, just because of the deal that I got on it, and I've been wanting it for such a long time. But it is the Elizabeth Taylor Warner Archives collection. This has been on my wish list forever, but it never really dropped below about $45, and I'm just not paying that much for DVDs anymore, as much as I wanted it. But when I was just checking through my wish list one day, and all of a sudden I saw it for $17, and I was just like, oh my goodness, because you get, the reason it's such a good deal, you get 5 films here. I mean, that's less than, yeah, $5 a film, way less. And these are all the ones that you can only get through the Warner Archives collection. And since they're part of the burn on demand kind of thing, they never go on sale. I've never seen them below $20. And so to get each of those for so cheap, it's such a fantastic deal. This definitely puts me very, very close to finishing my Elizabeth Taylor collection. But the films that come in here are Rhapsody, Love is Better Than Ever, Cynthia the Conspirator, and The Girl Who Had Everything. These are a few, I guess, for lesser known films, her earlier films, but they've all been restored, and they all look amazing, and it's so fantastic. Like, I just couldn't even describe how excited I was when I saw it for only $17. So, definitely one of my favorite purchases as of late, so definitely keep an eye on those box sets, because they go on sale. I don't know, it's quite random, but thank you, Amazon, for making it so cheap so I can finally get it. Alright, next up we've got The Perks of Being a Wallflower, one of my favorite surprises of the past few months. I had read the book back in high school, so I was kind of weary. I was like, film adaptations of good books usually never work out very well, but Stephen, and I can never say his last name, but the author of the book wrote the screenplay, so it definitely was a very good adaptation. Obviously, if you got the author writing the screenplay, it's going to be a whole lot better, and the way that he actually envisioned everything and the characters and everything, so fantastic film. Like I said, one of the very rare occasions that the movie actually lives up to the book, and I don't know, I thought it was going to be kind of really just hipster and just, I don't know, it kind of turned me off a little bit, but I just had to watch it just because I'd read the book, and it definitely surprised me at how good it was. So definitely check it out if you haven't. Great soundtrack, great everything. Everything is just, I mean, I'm blown away by this film, and I love it, and you should see it. Alright, next up, well, I kind of already showed you, so here we go. One I've been dying to get for so long, and it was out of print for so long, and obviously it's Zodiac, but I had to have it in my Blu-ray collection because I'm trying to get all of Fincher's films, and this is, I don't know, it's between this and Fight Club and The Curious Case of Benjamin Button are probably my top 3 if you're curious. But, like I said, the first release has been out of print, and it was really hard to find. You could find a used copy for about $30 to $50, and I just, no, I'm not paying that much. But I ended up getting this for like $10. So, yay, thank you for finally re-releasing it. Although I was kind of hoping that maybe we get a digibook or something a little special. But like I said, I'm just happy to have it, and for so cheap as well. But definitely, if things go out of print, don't spend those crazy prices, because they'll most likely be re-released. I learned that lesson when I first got into DVD collecting. I was just doing it, and I was like, I had to have all the Disney films, and of course Beauty and the Beast was way out of print, so I paid like $50 for it. Not realizing, you know, obviously Blu-ray wasn't even a word or even close to being out back then, but yeah, I don't buy out-of-print stuff anymore unless it's a really nice box set that probably won't be re-released in that form like anymore. So, but anyway, this movie is excellent. It's amazing. It's fantastic. One of my favorite films, and you've got to see it. That's pretty much what I'm going to say about every one of these films, so just do yourself a favor and check them out. Next up, another one that I should have seen a long time ago, but I just hadn't got around to it, is warrior, can't talk today. And one of the reasons I really wanted to see this was because of Tom Hardy. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he is definitely quickly becoming one of my favorite actors. And the whole cast does a phenomenal job in this film. You've got Joel Egerton, Nick Nolte, Jennifer Morrison's in it as well. Just fantastic film. It's about MMA fighting, and it's not really a big surprise, but these two brothers, they go in, they both are trying to win this money, this prize money, for different reasons. One, he's Joel Egerton's character, he's about to lose his house, and then Tom Hardy's character, he wants to give the money to the family of his best friend who died over in the Middle East while they were serving together. And so they ended up, facing each other, and it's just such an amazing film. The cinematography is fantastic. Just the music, the soundtrack, perfect film. Great. I guess you could kind of call it a sports movie a little bit, but definitely again worth your time. Next up, we have some TV shows. The first two are the same, well, different seasons, but we have season 1 of Lost Girl and season 2 of Lost Girl as well. This is a show that it's a Canadian show, and Sci-Fi just picked it up not too long ago, and I was recommended it. It was recommended to me quite a few times over on Tumblr, so I trust my friends over there. So I had to give it a go, and I was not disappointed. It's very good. It's great urban fantasy type show, and it's got you've got the main character Beau, who is a succubus, and if you don't know what that is, it is a I guess you could say mythological. I recognized it because I was big into Greek mythology, and it's one of the I guess well-known myths in Greek mythology, I don't know, but she feeds kind of off sexual energy, so it's a very sexy show. Definitely, it's got that gothic type deal, feel, going on, so it's definitely really something new that I'm really enjoying, and, will you just check out these gorgeous slipcovers for a second? Thank you, Sci-Fi, for your super consistent packaging. They did the same for Warehouse 13. It's consistent and amazing, and I love it. But these definitely stand out. I don't know if you can pick it up on camera, but super shiny and pretty. Like I said, it comes on Sci-Fi. They're on season 3 right now. So, yeah, if you're looking for a new show to check out, if you like this kind of genre, highly recommended. And then a show that I don't think really needs much explanation. It is Dexter. Finally picked up season 6. Yeah, I know. This is kind of a meh season, which was very disappointing considering you had Edward James Olmos as the main bad guy. There's a lot that could have been done with him. He's such a good actor. You got Colin Hanks, I think he's getting better as time goes on. Obviously, you got kind of a lot to live up to. Having Tom Hanks as a father, but what are you going to do? He was pretty good in this as well. And a lot of, I don't know, it just didn't feel right. I don't know, this season just didn't have that. It was missing something. But I finally caught up with this, so I'm finally going to start watching season 7. Because I already kind of spoiled myself with what happened in the finale. I know I'm horrible about that. I can't help it. I have to know what's happening, so I don't feel left out. Let's see. Alright, next up is one I just picked up last night, and it is Wreck-It Ralph. Again, another fabulous surprise. I knew it was going to be good, but I just didn't realize how good. If you're a gamer, if you grew up playing any kind of video games, there's so many little nods in this game to of course, the classics. It's just so fantastic. Like, one of my favorite parts was when, Ralph ran in, to the soldier what is it? Hero's Duty. I was trying to remember, I was like, not Call of Duty, Hero's Duty. And the guy was kind of the guy he stole the outfit from to get into the game, and then he just started walking and just kept walking into the wall. I was like, oh, wow, that has happened so many times when you get those little annoying glitches and you just keep walking and not going anywhere. But anyway, again, fantastic, such a cute story, great characters. It's a Disney film. I mean, what more are you expecting? So clever, so just I love it. Just they get everything right in this film. They definitely did, like I said, a great job. Even if you're kind of a casual game player, you'd still, I think, enjoy it. And it's not just for gamers, obviously, but I just think if you're a gamer, you'd enjoy it that much more. So I highly recommend it. Very good. I feel like I'm rambling. So I've got a few more to go, so we'll see if we can get through these. Next up, we've got Cougar Town, my favorite comedy on TV right now. And I'm so thankful TBS renewed it. I would be so heartbroken if this wasn't on TV anymore. Because, well, I guess my favorite comedies that are on TV right now are Cougar Town, Parks and Recreation, Go On, and New Girl. So any of those four, definitely you should be checking out. But Cougar Town, of course, I've talked about it before, but it's created by Bill Lawrence, who is the creator of Scrubs, and it's definitely got the same kind of humor. This is my kind of humor. It's just, like I said, the whole cast is great. Everything about the show is great. The writing, I just love it, and I'm just so glad it's not leaving for a while. So, again, if you're looking for new comedy, really recommend it. That way, watch it and get the ratings up even more, so we'll get even more seasons, because that would be fantastic. Alright, this is just a stand-up DVD that I bought. It's John Reap, Metro Jethro. I love my stand-up, and I remembered him from Last Comic Standing. And it was cheap, and I'm always looking to add new stand-up to my collection. Okay, here we go. Every time I always say I'm gonna get crap for it, but whatever, I'm just gonna show it, and it's just what it is, and it is, Breaking Dawn Part 2. Well, actually, this one, I was pissed that Best Buy didn't get they've done a steelbook for every one of them, and they didn't do one this year, because that's what I was gonna pick up, but I decided to go with, this is the Walmart exclusive, and the reason I did was because for like $4 or $5 more, you got the extended cut of, Part 1. Now, I had no intention of rebuying it just for, I think it's like 8 minutes, but I figured for that cheap, and they're just going to include it, why not? So this is the Walmart exclusive, and I'm going to admit, Part 2 was, I liked it. I thought that battle was pretty badass, I'm not going to lie. I thought it was pretty cool, even though I kind of knew the twist, because obviously I'd read the book, but, like I said, I don't think these films are as bad as people say they are. Some of the lines, obviously, are a little corny, but, like I said, Part 2, I think they did a really good job on, and, so there's that. That's what it is. I'm not gonna lie, I don't mind the Twilight films. Obviously, if I did, I wouldn't buy them. So, but next up is one I've already done a video about, but it is Game of Thrones Season 2, and like I said, I did an unboxing. This is the Best Buy exclusive. Got the Lannister packaging. It's really nice. Fantastic season. This show is nothing but quality, and Season 3 starts March 31st, and I'm so excited. You have no idea, but very good. Definitely my favorite episode from this season is Blackwater, and little trivia for you, I was listening to the commentary, and I did realize Neil Marshall had directed it. Now, Neil Marshall is the director of one of my favorite films ever, my favorite horror film ever, definitely, is Dog Soldiers, and he's also done The Descent, and he's also done one more, and I can't remember, but I thought that was funny, because I don't know if I just really like his his directing style. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but it was kind of cool that the director from one of my favorite films was the director of my favorite episode of this season. So, fun fact. But yeah, I've gone through some of the commentaries. They're always really interesting. It's always fun to get insights into what's going on, and just to hear about all these different filming locations that they've gone to. Like I said, all around amazing show, and I really kind of want to do just a marathon rewatch before season 3, but I don't really see that happening because I've got too much other stuff I've got to watch. But I can't recommend this show enough. Even if you're not really into the fantasy kind of medieval stuff, it's not just that. It's like it's got a little bit of political drama. You've got great characters. You've got just so much going other than just the fantasy element. So really recommend that. So that's it. That's it. That's all the stuff I've been saving up for so long. And I really thank you guys for watching and subscribing. It's amazing. Thank you for commenting, and I'm gonna leave the link down to my down below to my Tumblr, to my Twitter. I've just started my Instagram. I didn't really use it too much, but I've started to use it more. If you want to follow me, let me know if you have one. I'll follow you back. So thanks again, guys, and I will hopefully catch you later.